So the fastest I've had the Ghost up to on the Azusa bike with a 4:1 ratio, 15 on the clutch and 60 on the rear sprocket, was 52.52 miles per hour. Ghost did 52.52. So I've ran multiple combos on the Ghost bike, and that's as fast as I've been able to get it up to. So every time you add a tooth on the clutch, it's equivalent to subtracting 6 teeth off the rear sprocket. But there's a point where you can subtract too many teeth off the rear sprocket and the engine just won't have the torque to pull it anymore. To pull the gear, it's just too high of a gear. So I'm gonna install these max torque clutches on the Ghost bike, a 17 and an 18, a 3.33 ratio and a 3.52 ratio. And the 3.33 ratio, it's showing on the gear ratio calculator that at 6,700 RPM, the bike should be able to do 61 miles per hour. But the question is, does the Ghost have the torque to pull the bike to 61 miles an hour? On the calculator, it shows it'll go 61 miles an hour, but that doesn't necessarily mean the Ghost has the torque to pull the bike to 61 miles an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the 17 tooth max torque clutch first, the 3.52 ratio, and we'll see if the Ghost has the torque to pull that gear. And then if it does, I'll go ahead and install the 18 tooth, and we'll see how much top speed we can get out of the Ghost on the Azusa bike. Pull off this chain guard here. It'll be interesting to see if the Ghost has a torque to pull a 3.52 ratio. All right, we'll see if we have enough chain. 15 tooth off, 17 on. So adding the 17 is equivalent to dropping another 12 teeth off that rear sprocket. So that's gonna be a big difference. So if it does anywhere near 57 with the 17, then I'll definitely put the 18 on it. If it has a torque to pull this gear. It might have enough torque, we'll see. I mean, it has very short tires, so it's possible. Go ahead and install this chain guard. There we go, 3.52 ratio. Let's go see if this thing has the torque to pull that gear. And we'll see if we can beat up on 52.52 miles per hour, which is the current top speed for this bike with the Ghost. Top speed run, 212 Ghost, 3.52 ratio, 17 on the clutch and 60 on the rear sprocket. Okay, felt like it was moving out pretty good. It did 58.24 miles per hour. So I'll swap out that clutch and we'll see if we can get more out of it. Okay, so the Ghost did 58.24 miles per hour with the 3.52 ratio, 17 on the clutch and 60 on the rear sprocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out that 17 for the 18 clutch, the 3.33 ratio. And we'll see if it has a torque to gain more top speed.
Never really know what's going on.
Got the 3.33 ratio on there, 18 on the clutch and 60 on the sprocket. Let's see what it does for top speed. Okay, 3.33 ratio, 18 on the clutch, 60 on the sprocket. Has to be 58.24 miles per hour. Okay, felt like it was moving out pretty good. Okay, did a top speed of 58.13. The Ghost had a slower top speed with essentially having a smaller rear sprocket. The same thing happened in the 70 mile an hour Megamoto video. So the Ghost with a 3.52 ratio, 17 on the clutch and 60 on the sprocket, did 58.24 miles per hour. So then I added the 18 tooth clutch, a 3.33 to 1 ratio. So it's essentially like taking 6 teeth off the rear sprocket, having a smaller rear sprocket, and it actually lost top speed, 58.13 miles per hour. So that just goes to show once again that you can actually have too much gear or too high of a gear. It's like putting your car in 5th gear when you're going up a hill. It just can't pull the gears. You got a downshift, kind of the same thing. So that just goes to show, just because it says it on paper or on the gear ratio calculator that the bike's gonna have a higher top speed at a given RPM with a given gear, it doesn't necessarily mean the engine has enough torque or power to pull that gear.